Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. I hope you're all doing well. Can I thank you so much for subscribing and liking and commenting along. For all the videos recently. It's been fantastic. Really like seeing your conversations and your input. Tomorrow we play Aston Villa at 2 o'clock. A team that's currently sitting in 11th on 34 points. A team that, departed with their manager since we played them last time. Steven Gerrard's shown the door and Unai Emery's come in and, he's done a decent job. Took them away from that relegation zone. And, you could argue one win, maybe a draw. And they're safe, and that's what you want. I expect them to have a good season next year, actually. They've got some decent little players there. And Emery is a good manager. He really is. He's won a few trophies. Didn't have the best of times at Arsenal, but at the time that was a bit of a dodgy job to go to. The man to follow Arsene Wenger, very similar to Moyes at Manchester United. It was it's always going to be tough to follow someone with such a legacy as those managers do. Their last game they beat Everton 2-0. Decent win for them. Like I say, took them a bit further away again. Like I say, they're not going down, but it more or less sort of solidified that after the 4-2 loss against Arsenal in a game that really, they should have at least been drawing that game. They sort of threw that game away themselves. They usually have set up with a sort of a variation of a 4-4-2, should I say. It's a bit more fluid than that. But usually Martinez in goal, the World Cup winner, an absolute nightmare to play against, time wasting, all the tricks, all the nastiness, all the stuff that you love it when they play for you, but when they play against you, you absolutely hate it. So we need to be prepared for that on tomorrow. Luca Dingy in at left back, Tyrone Mings and Konsa at centre back. Tyrone Mings, really good player, and come on a bit. He went through a bit of a wobble, showing he's a bit better now. Matty Cash I really like at right back. Decent, solid player, good delivery, one to watch out for. Ramsey, Louise, Chambers and McGinn across the midfield. McGinn I like a lot, very neat and tidy, quite good player, good level player. Bailey and Watkins up front. We know about Ollie Watkins, good player. His goal scoring goes off a little bit. He's got a good record against West Ham, but he's currently the top goal scorer. Actually, the top goal scorer in the Premier League plays for West Ham, Danny Ings. A man who probably will be really keen to score against them tomorrow. Out for them is Kamara, Coutinho, and Carlos, the defender, as well. So a couple of big ones out there. Kamara's a good player. Really influential. He can be in that midfield. So that's a loss for them. So hopefully, we can capitalise on that. In terms of their strengths, they like the through ball, try to play that through ball quite a lot, and play with individual skill. Weaknesses are defending against long shots. Hopefully we can take some, because we didn't manage any the other few games that we've played in the Premier League recently. Fouling in dangerous areas is also another thing that they seem to do quite a lot. Again, it's about using those set pieces. Defending against set pieces is also one of their big issues that they have, and avoiding individual errors that lead to goals. In terms of their style of play, like I say, they like to take the long shot. They play down the left-hand side a lot, which again means a right back has got to be on it. They play the offside trap, and they do play very aggressively. So, like I say, if according to that, a lot of their attacks come down the left-hand side. Who's going to be right back for us tomorrow? By all accounts, Soufal is out for this game. Ben Johnson had an absolute nightmare against Brighton the other day, and Kura doesn't fill me with confidence when he plays at right back. As centre back, maybe I can relax a little bit, but not at right back. He seems to go on a bit of a wobble there. Also out for us is potentially Antonio, obviously Fabianski also out, which means Areola carries on in goal. You'd expect a Gerd and Zuma, or a Gerd and Oggy to start this game, with Emerson in at left back. Midfield of Rice, he's going to play Soja, even though we don't want him there. I like Paqueta a lot, and I'm a big fan of him, but I wouldn't be against not playing him in this game, because he has not been that great. He had a good game against Forest, but then, I don't know, he's had a few games where he's not been perfect, and you've got someone like Lanzini who had a really good game the other night, and he's techie and has got a bit of ability. looking for it. I wouldn't be against that. It ain't going to happen. And listen, I'm not against Paqueta playing, but you know, if you can drop someone, you can drop him as well. You know, there's no one that should be immune from the drop. Bowen in on the that side. Probably Benny will start, and I would expect Danny Ings to start against his former club because he'll be hungry. You know, wanting to prove a point against his former employers. Last time we played them, we won 1-0. A very, very fluky goal by Pablo Fornells. But, you know, that's the sort of... I'll take that win all day long tomorrow. Last season, we beat them 2-1. We're actually undefeated in our last 4 games, I believe, against them. But Villa have a very, very good away record. So it's one of those games that someone's always got to go, basically, whether it's us losing against them for a first time in a long, long time, or them carrying on their, you know, losing their away record that they've had recently. A win would be fantastic if results go our way. By the time this video goes out and by the time we play tomorrow, we would have known a little bit more. Obviously, Liverpool, Bournemouth today. And there are some big games that, again, if results go our way and we get a win, we can really pull ourselves out of it. And the fact that we don't play, apart from obviously the Larnaca second leg, we don't play, I think, after that for about 17 days. You know, David Moyes can't use this excuse no more, and the players can't use this excuse no more. You know, we've got to go for it. We've got to really, you know, show that press, show an urgency, try and do good things in possession. It was nice to see Cornet back the other night as well, so I expect to see him come on at some point in the game. Hopefully it's when we're winning and, you know, he can go and come on and close the game. I'm looking forward, if Cornet can stay fit between now and the end of the season, I think him and Bowen left and right could really create some damage for us. And if Moyes did have the bottle to drop Souček, you could have Ben Rama in at 10 with Paqueta and Rice holding the midfield, and you know, Scamacca, Ings, whoever you want to play up front, and it could be quite potent, that. But like I say, that's for a few weeks' time. But yeah, hopefully, like I say, guys, fingers crossed. Do I think we're going to win? No, I'm not confident at all. I think we can get drawn. I do, because I'm hoping for a reactionary performance. We certainly need one. You know, we can't play any worse, can we? Can we play any worse than Brighton? That would take some doing, you know, to play any worse than we did against Brighton. So yeah, some sort of reaction performance. Hopefully the fans, you know, are there. They get behind the team. But again, it's back to that same sort of feeling as the Forest game. The first goal is going to be crucial in this game. We get it, probably go on and do something. They get it, we could absolutely crumble. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. You know, slowly growing again. Going to hit 4,100 very soon. You know, the creep to 5,000 is starting now. But yeah, until next time, guys, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a win. Until next time, come on, you Irons. Keep believing. Let's go.